Hello friends and family, hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So today we're going to continue with our parts for the crankshaft for our engine. So we already have the piston head, we have the piston ring, we have the pin. So right now we're going to be doing the crankshaft. So let's see what we're going to do. So start new sketch, new part, convert your units to millimeters, grams, seconds. We're going to be moving forward fast here. So assuming that you are familiar with using SOLIDWORKS, so we're going to go ahead and sketch. We're going to be working on the front plane. Here we're going to start by creating two center lines. Let's see, that are horizontal and that are vertical to the origin. Here we go. Perfect. Just like this. Just like that. Alright, at the bottom one, we're going to connect a circle. This is going to be the origin of the circle. So create that. Perfect. Before dimension stuff like that, let's mark dimension the circle. The circle is gonna be, we're gonna go with 76. Perfect. And from here now we're gonna get here an arc. So we're gonna get the center point arc. In order how this works, let's see, center point arc. You click on wherever you want your center to be at. So in this case, it's gonna be the origin that I like to be at. And now it gives us like this radius here, like crazy radius. Okay, now you just let go and it'll create that. Perfect. Now that I have this, I'm gonna click these two endpoints and we're gonna make the horizontal relationship on those two. Perfect. And after this, let me smart dimension this right here because we're gonna have it to be 80 millimeters. We have that. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna create two lines from this end of the arc to this circle, and we want to make it tangent. Remember that you don't want it to have it all over here because it's going to give you that not so smooth. So you want to have it where it could be looking smooth. So around here, and we want to mirror that. So we're going to go to either click and drag to the right like this, and it's going to select. It selected too many. Okay, press escape. We're just going to go to mirror entities. We're going to select this line that we want to mirror, and it's going to be along this center line here. Oh, I created too many things. Okay, so this line, and then mirror about the center line. Now it has that. Perfect. Then press OK. We're going to say that this line, wait, this line with the circle is going to be tangent. So create that tangent. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna do other stuff. I think my housemate is cooking peppers, so it got me sneezing. Okay, we have that. Now we're gonna do smart dimensioning. The center of this circle to the origin is gonna be 44 millimeters. Press OK. And now we have the radius of the circle. So now it's gonna be from this line to this other line. The radius of these two is gonna be 33. Okay. So it looks like it's fully defined. But let me change this measurement here. Let me change it to, let's see, 72. Uh, yeah, this looks a little bit better, more better. Okay, now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and use the feature of the extruded boss base. Select this part and that part, and it's gonna be 15 millimeters. Okay. Remember in the blind. So now I'm gonna create. I'm gonna go to the front plane again, and we're gonna create a sketch here. Okay. Sketch is gonna be a circle From the circle, it's gonna be at the very origin. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and smart dimension this one to be 72 inches. 72 millimeters. Now that's correct. Go to features, extruded boss base, and this is gonna extend out to 38. Okay, just like that. Okay, now here I'm gonna click on the drop down menu. We're gonna go to the back plane, and we're gonna create a sketch here. Okay. So it's gonna be a sketch as well, a circle, and the circle is gonna be down at the origin here. That is vertically with that relationship. And if it doesn't become vertically, we can always click the center and control and then to the origin. Make sure that we have to make the vertical. So now it has vertical relationships. Okay, now from there and smart dimension, this is going to be from that distance to the center of the circle. That's going to be 44. And then the diameter for this circle is going to be 54. Perfect. Now we have that. Now we're going to go to boss features, extruded boss base, and then this is going to extend out to 46. Awesome. Okay, looking good. And that's what we like to see. Okay. Um, you can continue to do all these parts by hand and just continue one at a time to make a crankshaft. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and use other cool and quick tools to facilitate us with this. Oh man, that pepper is pretty strong. Okay, so we're gonna go to reference geometry, click plane, and all you have to do here is for the first reference, it's gonna select this back wall right here and leave everything how it is. And then now we're gonna select this cylinder face for second reference. It looks something like this, and that's all we do. Click OK, check. Now don't start clicking nothing else. Just leave it like how it is. We're gonna go to mirror, and we're gonna go to bodies to mirror here, and we're gonna click this body here, and let me see what it does. Press OK. Yeah, and that's what you do. Perfect. Alright, so now we have this. So now we're gonna continue and do the same thing. Create another reference plane. The same thing that we did for the first plane. Click on this one, click on this surface. Okay, press OK. And now we're gonna create another mirror on plane 2. Bodies to mirror is gonna be this whole body right here. But on this case, we're gonna go to options down here and it says merge solids, and it should be selected automatically. We're gonna unselect it, deselect it. We don't want it because we're gonna have to rotate it later on. So deselect it and then press OK. So now we have that component. Okay, and if you've seen a crankshaft, it doesn't look something like this. Okay, so that's the reason why we're gonna rotate this part right here. Can I select? Okay, we're gonna this whole part right here. We're gonna rotate it 180. So it's supposed to be this top end. It's gonna be at the bottom, and you should see it. That's the reason why we selected unmerge. We unselected the merge solids. So we're gonna go to search, and this thing feature is gonna be it's gonna be called move copy bodies. This is how it is selected. Because in case you don't see the window, but I'm gonna select it now because I have it here. Okay, so it's gonna ask you to select the body that you want. So you see how we have this first body in orange, but that's not the body that we want to rotate. It's gonna be this one right here. So we select that body. Now you have like this axis rotation. So we want the x-axis to rotate 180. So we come here not to translate but we're gonna go to rotate. So on rotate, you're gonna go to the first of the second. I don't know if you can see this, but we're gonna put 180 degrees right here. Let's see if you can see this. And now I'm gonna show you how it already rotated. You see, so it kind of like rotates on the preview. Not so I'm gonna press OK just so you can see that it rotated. So that's what you're supposed to have. You see the rotated part. But if you still had the merge selected, you wouldn't be able to rotate it because it would have been a whole basically a whole solid. Here we said that it's two parts. Okay, so now we need another mirror of this whole body right here. So we're gonna go to reference, plane, select this back surface, this surface, and press OK. Alright, now we have this plane. Now we're gonna go to mirror. We're gonna go to bodies to mirror and we're gonna select those two bodies that we have here. And your merge solid is supposed to still stay off. Okay, we're not gonna do that till later on. Perfect. So now we have something this like this. Beautiful. Okay, looking good. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the front plane, which we have here. Now we're gonna create a sketch in this front plane. It's gonna be a circle right at the origin. I'm just gonna create it like this. And we're gonna smart dimension it to be, this is gonna be 32 in diameter. Okay, something like this. And we're gonna use the feature of the extruded boss base, and we're gonna extend it to be 80 millimeters. Okay, sorry about that. I apologize. Okay, so it should look something like this. Looking good. Now we're gonna go to the back of this, and here we're gonna create something else. Okay, another disc here. So go to sketch here, circle at the origin as well. I'm just making this as a reference. Okay, so on this one, the diameter for the circle that I'm creating here is gonna be 144. Perfect. And I'm also gonna create another circle. Okay, but this circle is gonna be only for reference for construction. So if you before you click out, you're gonna scroll down here on the left side, and it's gonna say options for construction. Click on it, and then now your circle transform into this dashed lines, and that's what you know that it kind of like a center line, but now it's for construction. Okay, we can still dimension this. It's gonna be 110 in diameter because we're gonna create holes here. So we're gonna create another circle at this here that is vertical with the origin, that is center for with our construction circle here. And this is gonna be dimension to be 10. Okay, I'm gonna go this way so you can see better. It's gonna be 10. Perfect. Alright, so here we're gonna have this mini circle here around the construction circle 10 times. So we're gonna go to the tools here, which it says linear sketch pattern, but we're gonna click on the drop down arrow and create and actually call for the circular sketch. Alright, and we're gonna create, we want this circle, so click on the circle for parameters. And it's funny that I already selected the a circular pattern around that circle. So we want 10. Let's see if we can fit 10. Okay, we can't fit 10. We should be able to fit 10. Let me see. Okay, cool. And then obviously this is for your design. You can always modify it to whatever you want. Okay, now I'm gonna press OK. And now we have all this little circles, and then we're gonna go to boss base extrude, and we have this. But our circle, we want it to be 15 millimeters. Sometimes it gets like tongue twister. Okay, press OK. So we should have something along these lines. Okay, and there we go. I clicked out. Perfect. So this looks good. Now we're gonna go and let's see where we can go. Markup, sketch, evaluate, MD, MB, because we want to go ahead and bring it back to, let me see. Let me go to File, Insert, Boss Bait, no cut, Features. Okay, so Features, you're going to go to Combine. Okay, and it's going to ask you which bodies you want to combine. So this is necessarily to do because you're going to want to select everything. Okay, because it's going to be one solid part. And then go ahead and press check. So now we have our crankshaft. But before we do that, we have to do some fillets. So go to features. So fillets around all these little edges. So now that you have it as one whole solid part, it allows you to do shortcuts. But before, you would have to do it by one. So it's going to tell you which parts you want to fill it. So we're going to select this one. And then this one, this edge, this edge. And as you see, you're going to be clicking one by one, but that's not what you want. So there's supposed to be, once you click on one of the edges, it's going to be like something that, let's see, it's called all concave edges. It's going to look something like a ladder, like a little ladder picture before the red X. And you want to click on that. It's going to automatically select all these edges, as you can see here. It's cool, right? But it looks weird right now, but that's not the radiuses that we want. So radius is going to be 3 millimeters. Press enter. So now it's going to look much better now. And press OK. And that's what you have. And I'm going to go ahead and hide these planes. Let me see if we can go to plane here. Hide. And then go to plane 2. Hide. And then go to plane 3. And then hide it. Okay, and then you have it. Now you have your crankshaft, and then when it comes to assembly later on, we're gonna be able to really play with this really nice. So I'm gonna put a color to this. Let me bring this over here. Appearances. Let's go ahead and create. This is just for appearances, and we're gonna create this one. So something like this, but then later on you can fix whatever. Let me see. Create. Put in isometric view. Later on, you can go ahead and change it to whatever metal you want it to for your purposes. But there you have it. You successfully completed your crankshaft, and hopefully you enjoy the build. I really enjoyed it. And using your reference geometry, building planes, fillets, your linear pattern, your circular pattern, mirroring, it does help a lot as opposed to like you will really struggle if you do it one by one. But honestly, not really struggle, but it just take more time and you might get frustrated. So use these widgets, shortcuts, it's going to help you out a lot. So there you have it. And so now we're getting a couple of steps closer to building this engine. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Don't forget to comment, like, and share.